All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, the great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shati from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And this sit down, or should I say more in transit, because I'm getting off of work, heading back home. But nonetheless, this sit down was inspired by a lot of videos I've been watching on TikTok. And the people are complaining about how everything is done, or how just things, or how they're miserable and everything is miserable. And we know that first and foremost, this is all because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, according to Job 9:24, all right, we also have that saying where it goes, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoiceth, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourneth. And that's what we have. All right, you have a whole nation of people here in America who just don't know what the hell to do. All right, the Lord has done exactly what he prophesied to do. He had prophesied that a time would come where it said that they'll be crying for wine in the streets, how the new wine will languish, and how the mirth will be taken out of the land. And you see that happening right now. And since all these things have been taken away from the people, they literally do not know what to do. And this is why we are extremely fortunate that the Lord has bestowed upon us this truth, that the Lord has bestowed upon us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that has been hidden away from the world for many years. Because while all these things are being taken away for people, guess what's not being taken away? The truth. If anything, the truth is flourishing. Especially when you look at the scripture, I believe it's in 2nd Ezra, what's that, the 6th chapter, how it talks about how evil shall be put out, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth that has been so long without fruit shall be declared. This is what we have going on right now. This is the only thing that has not been taken away. And this is the only thing that as time goes on, you can truly see how precious it really is, which is why the scripture tells us that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our time and the strength of our salvation. Because look at these people out here. Okay? They can't afford to go to the movies or trick off cash the way they used to, and now they don't know what to do. They don't have enough resources to go commit adultery, and they're completely lost. The club scene ain't popping the way it used to. These folks are lost. All the things that they used to enjoy doesn't have that same vibrant lifestyle or feeling to it. It's completely gone, and these folks do not know what to do. Because their whole mindset was placed and based in a world that was designed by the wicked to not be profitable. The devices that the wicked imagined for this world, they created it strictly for the purpose of keeping everyone and everything disconnected from its main power source, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, first and foremostly the Israelites. But I'm talking about this on a worldwide level. They designed a lifestyle that promoted self, that promoted pleasure, that promoted vice, ignorance, rebellion. And now all of these things have been taken away. And as the proverbial saying goes, these folks are like deers in a headlight. They're just stuck. They don't know what to do. But as I mentioned before, I'm glad the Lord gave this truth to us because we know what to do. This society is collapsing around us in real time. We are living out Leave the World Behind in real time. And guess what? We're actually sitting back and rejoicing and clapping at it. And this is making folks that are not in the truth even that much more confused. Because they're just like, how can you be so happy in a time where everybody is miserable? Because we got this truth. This is why we're not stuck out here like a deer in the headlight trying to figure out when the club scene gonna bounce back, when the dollar gonna bounce back. All right? When are things gonna get back to normal? When are certain things that we used to enjoy in life or participate in, when is that life and vibrancy going to be put back into it? But the truth is, it's not going to. As I mentioned earlier, the Lord said he's going to take all the mirth out the land. We're not in the time of peace. We're not in the time of happiness. We're in the time of hardship and adversity, the testing of integrity and faith. And because many people do not know this, they do not know what to do. As the scripture says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And you can see that every single day. Each day you can see a person griping and complaining on TikTok about how things used to be. You can tell that whatever's going on in America, it has completely crushed their spirit. There's no more life in it. They've grown numb to what's going on. And this is why even in the scripture it says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. These folks have no hope. They have no feeling or enthusiasm for life anymore because it's all been stripped away. And the only people that are rejoicing are the men of the Lord, because we understand, as the scripture says, that all these things are happening for our sake. Lord willing, that we are those men. I say that with the most extreme of humility. You know, Lord willing, we be those guys. But the Lord is speeding up the time for our sakes. We know that each day, as this world quickly collapses to its hellish conclusion, that means that that's one day closer to our salvation. And because many people's hope is not in the Lord and it's in the world, their expectation, their hope is going to perish along with the world. But I'm glad that our hope is eternal. I'm glad that our hope does, as the proverbial saying goes, has a silver lining. Because when we heard this truth, we did as the scripture said. We started setting our affection on things above. We didn't put our hope in this world. We stopped that because we knew that this world and the things thereof would vanish away. So we're not walking out here as the heathen do, as the folks in the dark do. Hey, we in the light. And because we're in the light, this gives us a whole different perspective that we can rejoice in, because we know that we are not lost like the other folks in this world. We know that there is a purpose and a meaning to all these things. There's a purpose and a meaning to the work that we're doing. And because of that, the world cannot take away what we have, because what we have was not given to us by the world. It was given to us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I pray for myself and all the other brothers that's doing this work in love, truth, sincerity, and humility, that he keeps us on this path until he comes back and gets us. So that's all I wanted to say on this. You know, I'm arriving home right now, but I hope you all were edified. Until the next time, we're going to say Shalom.